With respect to gasoline stations throughout the state of Michigan and terminals, the Department of Agriculture is responsible for both the quality and the quantity that consumers get and pay for at the stations. With respect to quality, there's various standards meeting octane and other things. We look for water in the gasoline, sediment, that sort of thing. With respect to quantity, there's testing of the gasoline dispensers throughout the state to ensure that every consumer gets exactly what they pay for. This also includes the gasoline pricing as far as the advertising going, discounts, credit card pricing, all those sorts of things.
What we first look for when we get to a station is we check to make sure that the roadside advertising matches what's on the display on the panel. And when we initially start our test, we activate the pump, and we make sure that the pump doesn't jump ahead before we pulled the handle and started our test. What we do is we pump 5 gallons on the display, and that's what's gone through their meter. And after we've hit 5 gallons on their display, we measure it up in cubic inches on a test measure, and then we look for a 5-gallon test at this point right here, and that lets us know that we've achieved a 5-gallon mark.
What we're doing here is checking this underground storage tank for water. There's a white water detecting paste on the bottom of the stick, and that gets put down to the bottom, and hopefully it will come back white, which would indicate there is no water in the storage tank. Legally, there has to be less than 2 inches of water in the storage tank or there's a problem. And in this case, there was no detection of water, and that's a good thing. However, if there was water, that paste will turn a real bright violet purple color. The white water detection paste will turn a real bright purple violet color, and as he's pouring the water on, you can see that where the water hit and where there's no water. When we look for quality testing, we do a field octane test to make sure that the octane of the gasoline is what it's posted at. Like in this case, he's an 87, so what he's going to do is use the Zeltec octane analyzer to get a field test that it's 87. So he should get a test result somewhere close to 87 on his Zeltec unit. It takes about 30 seconds to get a test result. He's basically using the Zeltec analyzer to get a field octane value for the regular gasoline that he's currently testing. It takes about 30 seconds to get a test result, and we will have a pretty good idea if it's 87 or not. It will print the test result on the paper. Basically, we're taking a sample of the premium gasoline that will be sent to our MDA laboratory in Lansing, and once it's there, it will be checked for octane. They'll officially test it for water, and there are other parameters that it's tests for that as a consumer you're not aware of, like distillation ranges, sulfur content, ethanol content. Those types of tests are done by our lab in East Lansing.
The first thing the consumer should look for when they pull into a gas station is obviously that the price displayed on the gas pump matches the price on the roadside advertising. In today's marketplace, there's an awful lot of cash and credit pricing. So if there's going to be a change in price, make sure that the proper price is displayed on the dispenser before you start pumping any gasoline. The other thing that happens on occasion is people will disengage the dispenser and the price will jump on the pump before they actually engage the handle. This is not uncommon. The consumer should actually hang the pump back up, let the person inside the station reset the pump, and everything should be fine. If it does jump again, they shouldn't use that particular dispenser. Other than that, advertising's key. The consumer has to pay attention to the prices as they're posted, any special requirements to get discounts. Always retain a receipt. Receipts are very critical to us in the Department of Agriculture. And call the 800 number if you have any complaints, concerns related to the quantity or quality of gasoline.